Hello, my treasure hunters. How are you? Well, I am going to go back to the red car trolley tracks and see how long we can go until we get kicked out. So, but besides that, hopefully I don't get kicked out. But besides that, I'm hoping to see good old Stan. He was so nice and gracious to me last time. Uh, I have something for him. So let me show you. Alright, so since Stan was so nice to me and told me a whole bunch of information about the area and the old boatyard and how the name of his apartment came to be, I figured it would be a fitting gift to give him the 1930s naval button, since it kind of goes along with the boatyard thing and everything. So I did some more research on it, and it was actually part of a naval utility jacket from the late 30s up until about 43 when the war started. So we are going to give that to Stan if we see him, and I think I'm going to start where I left off last time, right out in front of his house. So let's go. Alright, so my first interesting find, and well, it looks like a bullet. That is a big bullet, if it is one. But it could just be like a finial or something like that for the top of something decorative. But it is definitely shaped like a bullet. I'll have to clean that up when I get home and give it a look. But it's very, very big. If it is a bullet, that would be like 50 cal. Can give you guys a idea of how big that is. So, all right, well, we are on our way. Let's go. All right, so had a 54 signal, a couple inches down. You think that's part of the old trolley tracks? It's absolutely massive. So, nope, just a big old metal stake. Big old metal stake. Oh, well, nothing spectacular yet, but I have not dug a single hole where I didn't pull up loads of this pottery and tile. So, the information Stan has found, isn't that pretty, about Metlocks dumping their old stuff here and all of their broken stuff. Probably pretty accurate. So we're just gonna set that right there. Well, I guess it's time for new gloves. So yeah. So probably pretty accurate on that, and I've had 3 people so far come up to me and ask me if I work for the city. And I finally said no, I don't, but I'm getting a lot of people asking me if I do, what's up with that? And the lady stopped and said that the city wants to tear out all the trees, level it all off, and put grass, because it's easier to maintain and doesn't cost as much money to maintain. So yeah, that's unfortunate. So, but I'm glad I'm here now, and hopefully it doesn't go through, and we can continue to find little bits and pieces of history. All right, see you on the next one. All right, so found me the key to America. Let's go, America. All right, so I came off the hillside. I didn't find anything spectacular over there. A lot of pottery, tile, and stuff like that from Metlock's Potteries. Yeah, came back down here. I got something right there in the. Looks like another button. Let's see. Yeah, oh, no, just a rivet. Huh. Darn. Yeah, just a rivet. Old pop rivet. Aluminum pop rivet. Alright, well, let's keep going. Well, that's an interesting piece. I wonder what that went to. Alright, well. Almost looks like a lock thing, but it doesn't have a keyhole, so who knows. So, maybe the backside of one, I don't know. But interesting. Alright, let's keep going. Yep, not what I expected to find here. I think this would be the old chrome bezel for an old AM radio in an old vehicle, probably from the 40s or 50s. Yep, not what I expected to find here, but hey, I found it. There's old stuff here, just gotta get my coil over it. Let's go. Alright, well, move back over to the hillside part of this area. The flat side doesn't seem to be having too much, so I'm assuming everything is probably scraped and pushed up over here. This is definitely something I never expected to find. This is a huge chunk of lead slag. Massive. Absolutely freaking massive. I mean, this thing must weigh every bit of 10 pounds. Looks like it was in a mold of some sort. Absolutely massive. Huh. Well, just kind of back here tucked into these trees right now. So, yeah. Who knows? Alright, let's keep going. Well, that's metal. That is the biggest steel ball I have ever freaking found. Obviously, it's been in a mold. It's molded. It is metallic. My pinpointer. Wait for the truck to drive by. It's metal. I wonder if this had something to do with Metlock's Potteries. Maybe they had a bunch of these and they would throw them into the train car to bust up all the pottery and tile and stuff like that to make room for more. And come over here and dump it. Interesting. Let's keep going. Alright, well, dug up this nifty little piece of wire right here. We also pulled this out with it. I dug up one of those last time I was here. And yeah, I think it might be some sort of like glaze drying rack or something that Metlock's Potteries used for their tiles. I don't know. So just in the middle there, it should say patent applied for. So, interesting. There's another one. Let's keep going. Well, I think I'm going to get on out of here. My detector is dying. And speaking of dying, I think the battery on my truck is dying. I hope it starts. Otherwise, I may be stuck. So, alright, well, till next time. Actually, we'll see what I found. Nothing spectacular today. Some oddball pieces, but nothing spectacular. So, we'll check that out when I get home, or if I get home, or whatever. So, alright, see you then. Alright, so I made it home. My truck started. That's fantastic. I don't know what's going on with the battery starter alternator. I don't know, but what are you gonna do? I made it home. So, unfortunately, we didn't get to give Stan the button. We didn't see him. So, we'll keep trying, though. Every time I go there, I'll take that thing with me, and we'll try and get that to him. So, but anyway, not a very eventful hunt, but we did find some oddball stuff. So, let's check it out. Alright, so, well, a lot of it was trash. Most of it was trash. But you know what? We were out digging. That's all that matters. So, got this big chunk of flashing. This piece of plastic that was kind of sticking out of the ground, so I figured I'd yank it out and take it with me. I couldn't tell you. It's a very, very stiff piece of folded up metal. I got that. I don't know what this was. Very interesting looking, though. I kid you not, between some of this stuff, my bag probably weighed 20 pounds. And I never had a problem with it sliding down or unadjusting and stuff like that since I got that leather belt. But, yeah, interesting piece. I don't know. That may have had something to do with the trolley. I don't know. So, I got a bunch of foil, glass, had the metal wire mesh in it, beer can, more trash, more foil, Pepsi, bottle top, crusty clad. Actually, it might even be, I don't know. That might actually be a button. Looks like there used to be a shank right there. So, could be a crusty clad, I don't know. Oh, there's some old glass. This is Mission Dry Corp. Maybe I can look that up, get a date. Very interesting, very thick. So, there's some glass. More of that glass with the wire in it. Bunch of nails. Just gobs of nails. Cap for something. More can slaw. A piece of wire. That's a unique piece right here. Almost looks like it might be part of a padlock. So maybe I can clean that up and get some identification marks off of it. And we'll set that aside. More bottle cap. Couple of keys. Key to America. Rolled lead pipe. Another bottle cap. Big old steel plate. Or I don't know what that would have been or could have been. Couldn't tell you. Very unique. Another unique piece. Very interesting. Huh. Almost looks like a keyhole down there. I don't think it is. Huh. Maybe I'll set that aside and clean that up also. I'll put that right there with that. More big ol' nails. Bunch more nails. Sprinkler head. Stinking Lincoln. Copper pipe. Some more beautiful blue glass. That would have been an awesome bottle to find in one piece. But I don't think finding a bottle there in one piece is probably ever going to happen. So, yeah, more can slaw, foil. Yeah, I got foiled a lot today. Can slaw, I think. Couldn't tell you. Nut and a bolt, something, I don't know. Another cap. Another piece of beautiful glass. Kind of a green tint to it. So, screw. Yeah, I got screwed today too. Another cap. Some washer. Part of a rivet. Part of another nail. Big chunk of iron. Something. So, this is the second one I found. The first one I found last time I was there was more complete. But I think this may have been something to dry the color on tile or something like that, because the other one has the same kind of like drip marks on it and stuff on here, so I think it may have just like sat on here and waited for the color to dry before it got fired. I don't know. Interesting. The other one has writing on it down in here, and it says patent applied for. That's it. That's all it says, patent applied for. And the old radio bezel for an old car. Knobs would have come through right here. Probably would have had like a little screen with your little numbers go back and forth, and probably an AM radio. I'm estimating probably 40s or 50s. So, let's see here. More foil. More foil. Oh, beaver tail. So, yeah, nothing really interesting except for these. Big, giant steel ball. Obviously made in a mold. You can see the mold line, and it's very crudely made. Bigger than a golf ball, smaller than a baseball, and it weighs probably a couple of pounds. I'm not joking. That thing is heavy. So I don't know what that would have been. given the fact that Matlock's Pottery dumped all their stuff there, I'm assuming that they may have made these themselves to throw into the train cars to bust up all the tile and pottery, to make room for more broken tile and pottery. I don't know. Very interesting though. So, we got that. We have this piece, which I'm definitely going to clean up because now I'm seeing more details on it. It's obviously spun. Some kind of like spun copper, so it's not a bullet. I can guarantee that. In the field, I thought it may have been a big giant bullet, but it might just be like a decorative cap for something. Who knows? That may have come off the trolley or the train cars that Matlock's was using. Interesting. So I'm going to clean that up. And I dug this towards the end. I don't know what this is, but it looks like some sort of spout. I couldn't tell you. Very interesting though. Huh. Maybe I'll soak that in some vinegar also. See if anything comes about. But very interesting. Interesting piece. So, I don't know. I mean, I thought it might have been a spout, but it seems to just... This tube doesn't seem to go anywhere past right there, so... I don't know. Huh. So, yeah, that was pretty much it. And, some oddball stuff. And, it's a very interesting place. And sadly, the city wants to bulldoze all those trees and level it all off and put grass in because it's cheaper for maintenance. So the residents of Hermosa Beach are fighting it tooth and nail. They do not want that to happen. They love it. And I do too. I mean, I don't live there, but I love it too. I mean, it's a beautiful little area, and hate to see it go. You know what I mean? So I hope the residents win their battle, and I'm gonna keep going there. It seemed to have a very warm welcome. I get a lot of people coming up to me going, "Can I ask you what you're doing?" "Oh, I'm just doing some metal detecting, trying to save some of the history. I know the city's trying to take this place away and stuff like that. And this place has a lot of history, so, you know, they seem to be they're all for it so far. So, once I tell them what I'm doing, they seem to be all for it. No problems. Even saw a couple of city trucks drive by and made eye contact with one of the drivers and kept driving. So that was fantastic, but who's to say that the next one might be the same way, you know? But so far so good. Stuff is coming out of the ground. That big metal stake and that big chunk of lead are in the back of my truck. So I'm going to get rid of those. And, yeah, we'll see what goes on for the next adventure. Till then, happy hunting.